Are we recording?
We are recording.
Right now?
Yeah.
Are you lying?
No. I've never told a single lie in my life. I have $7 billion.
We are. Alright. Why are we closer?
I don't know. I don't like this. We need to do more social distancing.
Yeah. I'm going to show the set.
Nothing.
As you can see, over the past several months, the background has... Yeah.
Yeah, this sign is pretty dusty now.
Yeah, it is. Alright, it's not a sign, it's a symbol. Welcome to the 7-time Primetime Podcast. Seven-time Primetime Podcast. I'm your host, Lucas Temmie, filmmaker, YouTube, not sensation. And I'm here once again with my film partner, Charlie, who won't stop saying your mum. That's better.
You want it more framed on you, of course you do.
I just want it to be there.
Oh, okay.
Because it was off.
Okay.
So, in this episode, we're going to be talking about episode 4 and the almost 3-month journey that was making it, and the 2-month drain of content, and the fun ride it was.
Yep.
So, where do we start?
Where do we start? Why don't we start by talking about when we wrote
We
wrote the arc.
Okay,
Yeah.
So I don't remember the exact time we started writing.
Yeah, I don't know
season
either.
1. I forgot.
Well, I know we released episode 5 of Backwards Brain Part 2 in like July or June.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't think there was much of a gap between when we released that and started writing.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of writing at the... yeah, somewhere around there. Okay, so we wrote 12 episodes, a few needed
Actually,
fixer-uppers.
we originally wrote like 7 episodes, I think, and then like, we can push it to 10. And then you're like, you know what, let's do 12.
Yeah, because we realized we have a lot more we can like do in the time we have.
Yeah.
I think I did like 7 because it would be easier. It would be chill. But we follow more about go big or go home, and that's what the downfall of episode 4 was.
Yeah.
Okay, so we sat down. We wrote. We had the puzzle pieces. We had all these different parts of the story that we definitely wanted to have. Just like hours of writing. We have the big document where we store all of the information with...
Don't never touch me again.
all the information about the whole canon series and everything. Character descriptions and backstory scripts, a lot of dot points and notes. Brainstorming, everything.
The sauce version of Face Off.
Yeah, we even have song lyrics in there for no reason.
Yeah. And a picture of Eminem.
Yeah, picture of Eminem. No, I deleted it.
Oh, you did.
Okay, so this is completely irrelevant what you was talking about. So we wrote the season. How it was going to start? It was going to start with kicking right off after Backwards Brain Part 5. I filmed with Tal the whole scene that takes place at the end. That's how the season starts. We did all that, and that chilled in my storage on my computer for a good couple months. 5 months actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of months. I had to do a whole transition because hair is important. Okay, because if the hair is different at a time, then continuity. Continuity is a big thing with making stories. I've learned that over time, but I've also messed with it a lot because you can see the tripod in all of my videos.
Yeah.
Tripod
the tripod on which this camera is currently sat.
So episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. We did episode 2. We introduced Big Seamus and Cassette Kid, Cassette King. And it was all of the whole first episodes and probably the ones that are to come are all about introducing new characters, establishing, having fun. Because that's the big marketing point of the entire series. Having people featured in, people then on social media recognize that person, and they're like, let's go. and then it works out, and we get a kind of fan base going, and then we get support, and it's very nice. So then we had episode 3 that's supposed to take place right before episode 4.
Which is all supposed to take place in December, and we're currently in May.
Yeah. Okay. So the big thing was LBW wrestling. How the channel started. We wanted to do a big reunion, a big team up. So we have the four horsemen of just how the channel started. Me, Charlie, and then we have Noah and Isaac, who are the two people we really wanted to bring back because it was all the whole episode was fan service, but for us.
Yeah.
Okay. People don't. Yeah, because we really wanted to have a reunion like that because working with Noah and Isaac back in those days were very, very fun, and it is still very, very fun when we get them on set. More on that later. So then we filmed episode 3 with Noah on the first day, and that was like a reader meeting. No, that was me meeting Noah after a long time.
Because, side note, he goes to a different school, and me and Noah Isaac will go to the same school.
Yeah, for those who don't know. And we did the episode, and then it came time to do episode 4, where we needed us two, Noah and Isaac, all in the same room, doing a big clash, and it's a big thing, because with wrestling, it was kind of on a cliffhanger. We never got to see what happened next. We had Noah win the Money in the Bank briefcase, which is a free championship shot at the championship belt. And then we have Isaac the champion who beat me.
Yeah.
And then we never got to see what happens next. And so when we were writing the season and the idea of the money, I'm pretty sure I was like, bringing in the Money in the Bank briefcase because money championship, yeah. And it was just like perfect, great arc beginning for the show. And so it was like, okay. Few things we need to sort out because we don't have the original briefcase. The original briefcase was made out of cardboard and had a drawing of the Money in the Bank logo on it.
Yeah.
I love WWE.
The new briefcase, however, was this nice, pristine case.
Leather,
and unfortunately it somehow got broken.
We'll get to that. So then the time comes to get Isaac over. And there was one time where we almost did it, but then
back in like the end of March or something.
Isaac, COVID problems.
Yeah.
And then we were like, shit.
Which, fortunately, we've been pretty lucky. We haven't really been affected by COVID that much.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few lockdowns, but we got through
it.
No, lockdown helped us.
It did.
That's because of that we managed to produce things like Spooky Investigators. That picked up.
Yeah.
I mean, during lockdown, that's when Dream Pursuit happened, and that's how Noah, Charlie came over and was like, "Let's do we're a duo now."
Yeah.
So then, several months go by, we haven't been able to film, and Charlie has gone insane, and can't stop saying "your mum" every 5 minutes, and he still says "your mum," and it hurts. Me, not him, me.
Your mum. That was a good one, wasn't it?
So, yeah, several months go by. We're still writing though. That's the thing. We're always trying to do while we're doing school, while we're doing work.
Yeah.
We're still making sure we have new ideas, and because that gets us hype and that drives us. Because it's all about drive, and then we can bring the power. And then we can stay. I'm actually really hungry at the moment.
Yeah.
So later
it's
on.
Like almost
later
6 p.m.
Probably devour. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that brings us to several months of just no content. That was unfortunate. You'd think I would just upload something, but I'm really tight on it because if you see the YouTube, I've mentioned this several times before, if you look at the YouTube page, you see all the different series and content all lined up perfectly. And I really want to keep that as like a long time thing, because then it'll just look very visually appealing.
Yeah.
So then, Several months go by, and then it comes time for the end of term, end of first term, year 12, and it's year 12. It's very hard to get 4 year 12s all in the same location. I'm doing school, I work at a fast food restaurant, this guy's
I'm
going
working,
to school.
I'm doing school, I work at a fancy restaurant. Isaac's working, he's doing school, he works at a pizza place. Noah's working, he's doing school. It's odd.
It was a madness. And so, as I was saying, it came to an end of term, and we planned ahead. So it's school holidays. We have 2 weeks where we're free. Obviously, work and other stuff is going to be on there. We have to be considerate about that. But then we calculated Isaac and Noah's schedules, including our own, had it written down, and we planned. So we managed to get Noah to film at the beach. We made the big decision to film with Isaac and Noah on separate days.
It was risky, but yeah.
Risque. So that's why, as you know, you don't end up seeing Isaac and Noah on screen at the same time.
Yeah.
And when they go to fight, it cuts away to us two idiots.
Yeah.
There you go. I don't know, you probably figured that out if you've seen or maybe you just, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that was fun. So filming with Noah, very hype. We were like, finally, we're back on set. Let's do all of Noah's bits. And then that was good because we got a bit of a feel of the environment.
Yeah. And it was a nice day for autumn as well, except it was so windy. I probably consumed millions of grains of sand.
Yeah, a lot of sand in the face.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, and we're over here doing like tumbles and trying to like do big impact stuff and make it look real. But great weather, good scenery, and a couple good shots in there.
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay, we have half of it done. Let's try and get Isaac. Isaac goes on camp, so does Noah.
During the holidays, but they both go at separate times.
Yeah, so there's definitely no way we can get them on both. So in the meantime, we did other stuff. So we have, currently, as of this recording, we have one fourth of episode 7. All of episode 6 is done. Episode 5 is pretty much done, so that's going to be dropping soon. And then, yeah.
So we're trying to make up for the lack of episodes in the past quarter of a year.
Yeah, we're picking up because we want to have season 1 done by July, and then we can go into season 2, have that done by the end of the year. So two seasons, 1 year, and a big gap that we've just taken, which is a bit of a.
Yeah.
But we're going to come back strong because we have done stuff. We just need to throw it out there and let the viewers enjoy. Give the people more, is what I always say. Give the people more. So, that brings us to Isaac. The holidays gone by, we're about halfway through the last week, and we haven't been able to book Isaac. So we sit down with Charlie, we're on a Discord call, and I've DM'd him, I'm trying to get a response. He gets the message, we sort things out, and we finally book a day, and Charlie is off. Yes. We're both off. We're really excited. And then fast forward to the day, we're us three at the beach, and we're so lucky because the weather was good. This is like, that was the last sunny, hot, kind of like warmish day of like that whole season, whole month. Very fortunate. That's why you always look at the forecast, people. And then we're doing the bits, we're doing the scenes, everything's going great. We have the briefcase broke during the first session with Noah. So that's why if you see some of the other stuff, there's tape on it, and another scene there's not. So we had to fix that, and that's all because Charlie threw the briefcase at me and it just combusted.
I wanted to throw it on the ground so I could elbow drop it, but when I threw it on the ground it broke. So.
Yeah, because get a load of this guy. Okay, so everything's going great. Everything's gone good. We're very happy. We're getting all these scenes in the book after several months. It gets up to we're off the beach now, and it gets up to the big spot
on the pier. Yeah.
So I had written that I'm supposed to get kicked off the pier by Isaac after a big confrontation with Charlie. And we get there, and the pier that we wanted to do it off is not available.
See, there's about 5 piers at that beach. There's a big main one that we want to use. Unfortunately, the 2 reasons we couldn't use it. 1, the sign said no jumping, and 2, there was about 1,000 people fishing off that pier, so there's no spot.
Yeah, there's a sign that says no jumping, but people jump there anyway. But and we were like, okay, it doesn't look like it's gonna work out. We definitely don't want to do a bit, especially if there's a dialogue scene right in public.
That would have been.
Yeah, I was hoping we were gonna get lucky, and we got about half. We got there, done half a job, get a full smile.
Yeah.
So then it's like, okay, what do we do next? We have all these other piers. We start checking them out and going up to each one, and then we have to. So we go up to each pier and we got to check if it's safe. And this was the risk assessment.
Oh yeah, so we had to we looked at the 4 smaller piers. It was pretty shallow where you had to jump off. Some of the piers were like 2 meters above the water, others were like 2 feet. We ended up going with one that was like, well, I mean, you saw it wasn't that far off the water, and the water wasn't that far off the shore, off the ground. But you know, it is what it is. Your mum.
Yeah. So I was looking at each one. I was like, okay, I can see it's very shallow. I was probably gonna just take the shallow one anyways, because I'm pretty sure when I did the one that you saw, I'm pretty sure I did hit the ground.
Yeah.
I definitely felt. I don't know if that was just the water impact, but I felt something like that.
There was a lot of sus shit on the ground as well,
Yeah.
like a dead puffer fish and a bunch of rocks and like.
Yeah, had to make sure there were no stingrays,
Yeah.
because those were pretty common around the pier.
Or giant squids or megalodons.
Yeah, megalodon.
Yeah, a lot of those in where we
Welcome
live.
to Australia. So we decided on one. There were people on the pier. We had to wait for them to piss off.
Yeah.
Then we found the pier. We looked down. I was like, okay, that's the spot. We're gonna go. We're gonna go for that one. And I crawl out of the water fast because like it's cold. I don't want to be in there.
Yeah. Like it was a nice day, but it was still autumn, so it's.
So we got one shot.
Yeah.
We initially it was gonna be. We were gonna film this in summer, so we were probably gonna have waterproof cameras, get all these fancy shots. Hell, originally the idea of the fight was that it was gonna be in the water, like just on the beach shore, in the shallow, and then we do a bunch of cool stuff, and the water's flying everywhere. It's very dramatic. It's like Godzilla versus whoever the hell. Yeah. Then we were like, let's just saying, mainly because the waterproof the camera that I have isn't working anymore, and I've tried to get it fixed. Doesn't look like it's possible. I mean, it is, but it's very difficult. Yeah. And we have the camera that you're seeing from now, which is 4K, almost $1,000.
You didn't want that anywhere near the water.
Yeah, but getting sand all up inside there, fine. All those shots where sand was flicking out, yeah, there's still sand in there, and I don't know how to get it out, but as long as the camera doesn't just combust, we're fine.
Yeah.
Combust.
Adjust.
Floors open if you like to discuss. So, the time comes that we have to do some dialogue stuff. It's a bit hard because we wanted to do further shots, and there's also wind. Wind was obviously, if we were filming on the Noah day, we would be screwed.
Yeah.
Because there was just a lot of wind, sand flying everywhere.
So much wind.
But yeah, we're on the pier and like the wind's picked up. Okay, hopefully it won't be as bad. And yeah, somewhat you can hear it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy about that. So then here it goes, and I'm fully clothed. I have the briefcase. I'm about to get kicked. I have one take. Isaac kicks me. And there was a point when I was in midair where I was like, okay, I'm in midair right now.
Yeah.
It's over. I did it. And then bang, hits the water. And I was like, right, cool, get out. Get out. And then we're done. We weren't done. We had to do some extra bits where I'm sopping wet and crawling through the sand. That was easy.
Yeah.
Because I'm already soaked. So then we got our offset, soaking wet, and it was finally in the books.
I was really happy when it was finally done.
Yeah.
It's a good episode as well.
And then it took me over a day to edit the entire thing, and it was very stressful because I also had like, I had like homework stuff or just work in general.
Yeah.
It's low on time. I wanted to get it out by the end of the month, and I did because I'm the best. And then afterwards, after the episode watch, we did like a cool little watch along on the Discord server that we're a part in. We watched all the way from Spooky Investigators episode 1 all the way to now. It was fun pointing out all the good things we did right, all the things we did wrong. And yeah, it's over. So now we can talk about the future, because I always like doing that. So
It's not like we haven't done it in like 4 other podcast episodes.
yeah. So we have the next episode done. That's going to be coming out very soon, hopefully a week, but there's a lot of responsibility stuff I'm trying to sort out. And then yeah, we've always got new ideas coming to you. We've planned quite ahead now. We'll be writing season 2 soon, probably. A lot of ideas are coming up. It's once we have the puzzle pieces, put them together. So yeah, episode 4 is done. What do you think?
It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. And that's the limit of my vocabulary.
That's the limit of vocabulary.
Your mum.
Yeah, there it is.
That was a
There it
good
is. You want to sign us off with a proper outro, or you?
Here's my outro. I've been sitting here listening to this guy talk for a long time,
Yeah.
and I just realised I'm wearing this hoodie. Listen, I do have other hoodies. It's just that this one is it's a really comfortable jumper. That's why I wear it in almost every
I
video.
like the Venom one.
I did have that Venom one that I wore in Backwards Brain, but that's
Yeah.
I still have it.
I remember
But
that text.
go
You're
on.
like, yo, will the Venom symbol be okay? I was like, okay, well, I don't know why you'd wear the Venom symbol when you're trying to kind of be your own IP. Did it anyway.
I did it anyway, and it
Good
looked-
job.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you do wear that outfit a lot.
A lot.
Mm.
But,
So I guess that means LBW has been back. Because I did a video saying I was gonna do wrestling videos. Maybe I'll probably bring it back next time. Alright, do you want to give it? Come on, give us a good outro. Give me something to end the video on, and without hitting me in the face.
Oh, I didn't hit you in the face. We did this podcast in one take. And that's a wrap. Face off.